and we take them to the experts. And we found that people write in from across the country, in fact across the globe. We have people writing in from the Netherlands, from the Middle East, and from various other parts, in fact even Africa. Let's talk about the first question then. Satya is asking for a view on Tata Coffee. And this one's for you, Rajesh. He's looking for a short-term view. He's bought at levels of 250. He's got 80 shares and he's incurring a bit of a loss. He's wondering what to do in the near term.
Long-term setup for Tata Coffee is positive, and some bit of correction we have witnessed in the last couple of trading session. But overall, if he holds the stock and keep now stop loss at around 215, that's the important support area in this correction. And if stocks manage to hold about 215 level, then possibly one pullback should come in the stock towards 235, 240 level. Though he has bought at around 250 level, that is multiple resistance zone for the stock. And looking at the near term chart, we feel that strength is there in the stock. And if he can hold the stock for some 1 to 2 month time, then possibly that stock will manage to cross about 250 level also. So 215 is the stop loss which I'll suggest at the current juncture, because some bit of correction has been witnessed in the stock, but overall trend is positive. So 1 to 2 month time frame, if he can hold, then possibly stock will manage to cross about 250 also. And if possibly if it crosses that 250 mark, then upward target could be at around 270 to 280 in the short term basis.
Okay, Sharmila, this next one is actually coming in for you. Someone, Rajat Priyadarshani is asking about Vardhman Steel. What is it looking like in the mid to long term? What can we expect here? And is that a good stock, or should we be looking at bigger names in the steel space like Tata Steel or JSW Steel?
Let's first come to Vardhman Steel. Prima facie, it seems okay. I think that in terms of numbers, etc., last year's numbers were sort of okay, improving over their 2020 numbers. And even I think on a quarterly basis, the company is showing fairly good numbers. So he can continue to hold on to Vardhman Steel. But if you ask for my preference, then my preference just now is for more towards the aluminium stocks. So I would prefer an Alco or a Hindalco over Vardhman Steel.
Okay, I forgot to mention, do keep your answers short so that we can take as many as possible, because they're just piling in. Kishore Kumar has got the next question. He's talking about Tata Elxsi Sharmila. He's bought at levels of 5646. So he's still in the green with the stock trading at just under 6,000 at this juncture, or at 6,000. Would you suggest that he can take some money off the table though?
Actually already partially, because this is that kind of a market. There is very little room for error, and stocks which have run up the most, they will witness more sort of selling when you go through the kind of sell-off that we are just now. So I believe a lot of mutual funds, etc., have also lightened their positions on Tata Elxsi, because the stock has given phenomenal returns of closer to 550% or something, over the last couple of years. So ideally, he should have taken some money off the table, and if he's still in money, maybe he can. But having said that, there is, I think, if you can keep the faith, mid-cap IT is a place you should stay invested.
Sure. The next one actually is coming in for you, where Sagar is actually asking your view on RVNL. He's bought 1 lakh shares intraday at 31.45. So, should he book here, or should he wait for more upside coming in for the stock?
So stock managed to give breakout on the weekly chart, and multiple resistance zone breakout has been done with the stock with the today's move at around 33.50. So if he's holding the position, keep now stop loss at around 34.25. That's an intraday position. So keep a small stop loss of 34.25. And looking at the volume action and the breakout, we feel that that stock can further move higher towards 36.50 or 37. So where he can book profits.
Like I was saying, people write in from all across the world. This one's coming in from Denmark. Lakshman is asking about Butterfly Gandhimati, and this one's for you, Sharmila. He's got 100 shares at levels of 890. He's asking about the fundamentals. His holding period is 2 years, and he's wondering whether this is a company to invest periodically on dips.
Oh yes, I think this is a company that we can invest periodically. It's a company that I like. I think the kind of products that they make. It is a sort of a focus play more on pressure cookers and those kind of utensils. And they have done reasonably well. The numbers look good. So I think he can stay invested. And maybe another stock that he can look at is TTK Prestige, which has a slightly more expanded sort of a product line. But both stocks are good. I like both. So yes, you can continue to hold.
Okay, Rajesh, next one coming in for you. Marianne Portman is asking, that she's holding 25 shares of Bandhan Bank at 306 rupees. So, could she expect more upside, downside, and can she hold for till a month more? What should she be doing now?
There was a clear underperformance in the stock, but since last couple of weeks we have seen some action in the Bandhan Bank, and now stock has formed a base at around 285 to 90 zone. The kind of recovery which we have seen in the earlier week, that is again facing resistance at around 340 level. So immediate target for Bandhan Bank is at around 340 350 zone. Which is the very important and critical resistance for the stock. If stock crosses that level, then possibly upside target can be there around 380. If she is holding the stock for 1 to 2 month kind of time frame, then she should keep stop loss of around 305. Upside target is 340. On the breakout of 340, rally can extend towards 370.
Jindal Steel is the counter, and Rupesh is the one asking the question. Jindal Steel and Power, he's bought at level of 380. Stock is currently at close to 440. Sharmila, statements coming in from the management saying that they're going to be focusing primarily on the steel business. Divesting of non-core assets is underway. What would you suggest that he should do? He's wondering whether to hold on to this or book and move to something else.
Well, this is a stock that I've recommended many times, really on the show. So obviously, I'm going to say hold. I also own the stock as a disclaimer. They have over the last couple of years sort of focused on reducing debt, and the last year has been a good year for steel companies. We've seen better demand, better prices, etc. And if you talk of a company getting out of non-core assets, I think that should be viewed positively. So I would recommend that you continue to hold.
Okay, and we have a query coming in on Affle India. Ujjwal Kumar is holding shares at the rate of 1,090 rupees. So, what is the fundamental view, Sharmila, coming in on this going forward? What should be Affle's view?
These are the sort of new age businesses that market has liked, and there's a good reason for that, because very honestly, some of the names globally that have done well, we don't have anything comparable. I mean, if you talk in the US context, then it's the FANG stocks, and we don't really have anything in that in that sphere. So what market has done is, over here, what we see is, in the Indian context, they have like stocks which have a little bit of some kind of a forward-looking theme playing out. So whether it is a Zomato, whether it's an Apple. So I think you need to keep that in mind in terms of valuations, because I don't think that the valuations would justify staying invested. But given the fact that this is a theme, forward-looking theme that market likes, I think that you should continue to hold.
Okay, this is an interesting question, in that I think it's a question that all of us are wondering about. Rajesh, maybe you can have a shot at answering it. We've got, one second, let me get the name. Sanjoy, I believe, who's asking about the range that you're seeing for the Nifty 50 in the coming month. Would you be able to help him out with that?
Looking at the last couple of days selling, now Nifty is having immediate support at around 18,000, which is immediate near-term support for the Nifty. So for the range for the next month would be at around, if you look at the data also, the put writers are aggressive at around 18,000 as well as 17,800 strike. So 17,800 to 18,000 700 could be the possible range we can witness in the next series, or we can say next month. So in this dip, we would suggest to buy around 18,000 level. 17,800 should be your stop loss to buy these dips. So we are expecting range of 17,800 to 18,700.
Rajesh, one more coming in for you. We have G. Kumar, who's asking for your view on Globus Spirits, which he's bought at around 1,350 rupees, has around 33 quantities. So, he's asking for a hold time of around 6 months. What is your view on that?
If we analyze the longer term picture, it's in bullish territory. Some correction is there in the stock, but looking at the longer term time frame, yes, it's in bullish territory. So hold it for upward rally again. Once the stock manages to cross above 1370, 1400 level, then possibly upside target could be at around 1600 to 1700 for the stock, because long term setup for the stock is positive. So hold even in dips if he wants to buy more stocks. So if any dips comes near to 1150 level, he can add further more quantity to average out.
A lot of shorter term queries, I think. One more coming, Rajesh, your way. ONGC is a counter. I believe that it's one of the outperformers in trade today. I think I pointed out earlier. We got Mr. K. Parthasarathy, who is a senior citizen, who bought at levels of 150. He's wondering what the target in the near to medium term would be.
So if we analyze the pattern, the near-term pattern is suggesting that stock is moving in flag formation, and the breakout level for this flag is at around 162 zone. So 162 is the immediate hurdle. Once the stock crosses above 162, possible upside target we can expect towards 174 on the higher side. But one should keep in mind 149, 150 is the immediate support area. So if it's a near-term trade, then keep stop loss of 148 for long position if you are holding it.
And what's your view coming in on Asian Paints? Is it a good price to buy right now for long term, mid to long term?
For me, yes. Wait for the numbers. I think the numbers are today. There is some impact expected on margins. So I think wait for that, and post that event, definitely if you're a longer term investor, you can look to buy into Asian.
Okay. Another one, Rajesh, coming your way. RB Infra is the name of the counter. We've got a viewer tuning in on Twitter, Kunal Chalotra, who's asking about the counter. He's bought at levels of 165. He's wondering whether to hold or book profits at this juncture.
Momentum we have seen for this month, almost 22% gain for the stock, and looking at the breakout on the monthly weekly setup, we feel that furthermore upside we can see towards 260 270 zone. So if he's holding now, he should adopt a strategy to trail the stop loss at higher level, and now stop loss should be there at around 225. So keep 225 as a trailing stop loss. Upside target is around 260 270, so he can book profits around those levels.
Rajesh, you may not be familiar with this. We're heading into a 2-minute rapid fire where we just ask you the same questions or similar questions to what we've been doing, but you keep your answer very short, perhaps just a recommendation of buy, sell, hold, avoid, and maybe one line of rationale. The first one, and let's start now, the rapid fire segment. We've got Neeta asking about Happiest Minds, which she bought at levels of 1,419. The question is, should she hold for a potential upside at this juncture? Rajesh, this one's for you.
I would be holding.
Okay, we have next one coming in from Balan, and he's asking about Jyothy Labs. Should he hold or sell? What is your view on that, Sharmila?
Yes, for me, Jyothy Labs is a hold.
Okay, Rajesh, Reliance Industries at the counter. Baldev is asking, would you buy at the current level?
Yeah, surely will buy, and if dips comes, add more.
Okay, next one we have coming in on Tirumala, buy, sell, hold. What are you looking at?
Tirumala Chemicals for me is okay.
Sharmila, coming back to you from the healthcare space, would you say Apollo Hospital is a good buy? Akshay wants to know, or any other name, very long-term view.
Yes, I think Apollo Hospitals is a good buy, and definitely once again try and buy it on dips. But yes, within the hospital space, if there's one stock that I like, then it would be Apollo Hospital.
Okay, so we have Johan who's asking that he had bought TCS at 3,660. Should he buy, sell, hold? What should he do, Rajesh?
He should hold and add more if it comes near to 3450 level.
Okay, Rajesh as well as Sharmila, thank you so much for joining in and for answering all the questions that you did answer. Always a pleasure speaking to the both of you. And to all the viewers who've tuned in and who've asked your questions, I can see a lot of messages on the chat right now, and I think a lot of people on YouTube and on the other social media platforms also have asked questions that have gone unanswered. Do have patience with us. We'll be back tomorrow and we'll take your view. We'll try and take your questions. It's been a pleasure bringing it to you. Do stay tuned. We've got more on the other side of this very short break, and this is, of course, ET Now.